Hello and welcome to my channel, the Solar Scribe. I have a couple of messages today, and the first one is that there are some Andorra crystals that are now coming online and being activated. So I've got mine out today. These are what they look like. People think they're just pieces of glass if they're not attuned to your frequency, but that's what they are. I had 5 and I gave one away to a friend's daughter who needed it, so don't be afraid to give them, redistribute them is what I'm being told. Today is a 17 day, which is an 8, but I've been asked to take the 3 and the 8 and give a nod to the twin flame energy today, because there's something happening planetary wise. I'm not privy to that information as yet, but I will be given that throughout this reading. So first of all, I'm going to say all the desk has been set up differently. The crystals have changed. I've got the rainbow one here, and the Andorra's, the lapis is here, representing the divine masculine, Archangel Michael and the throat chakra, and then we've got the rose quartz, which is Mother Mary Magdalene energy. And the Christ diamond in a light matrix, along with Metatron. Okay, so these are the first ones. Hope you can see, so it's quite sunny today. Hope you can see the screens. I'm about to order a new piece of artwork, which I will obviously show you when it comes. So first we've got the moon. So I'm never sure what's happening with the moon, because to me it's a false construct and I don't follow it, but it will be released at some stage. Sagittarius, this energy imbues power, superior confidence, enthusiasm, faith, good fortune and authority. So I'm feeling this kind of Sagittarian energy around as well. In the 8th house, so this transformation area is about resources and intense emotion. So this is the twin flame energy here. That's what I've been feeling through the moon. Okay, so that's what that is. Right, so I'm being given the twin flame energy as twin flame energy through the moon can be, that's why they were giving me false construct. It can be a false construct energy. So I need to go back to a few videos that I did before, but I felt very strongly the twin flames were coming together in union, and then there was some suspended animation and that stopped. There was kind of like a rerouting of the timeline, because some weren't ready and some were asking for an even more similar match to who they are than who they'd originally been paired with. I won't go into the details of that because it's quite that would be in a video on itself, but there was suspended animation and now there's been a reroute of the timelines for the twin flame. So you could have felt like you'd found your one, and then this arrow was, I'm seeing Cupid's arrow was heading towards that, and then it got put in suspended animation, and now the timelines have been rerouted, is what I'm being shown. So this energy imbues power, superior confidence and enthusiasm with faith. So it's the word faith, so have faith that it's still arriving, this is still happening, but it's not coming through the timeline of what was originally constructed for these two to make the 1 and the 1 and the 3. That's the only way I can describe it. So there's been it's kind of been put on hold a little bit. In suspended animation was what they were saying. Okay, right, I'm going to pull an animal first of all, and then I'll carry on. Okay, I'm going to get some more on the twin flame energy in a minute. Right, the elephant, strength. Oops, goodness. Right, call on your elephant spirit animal when you are feeling weak in body, mind and soul. She will give you the strength that you need, just like when she forages for food and water to nurture her young. So this at the minute is the energy that's rife on the planet with mothers, Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene coming in, mothers, you know, looking for food for their young, looking after their families. This is the matriarch. This is the maternal energy coming through to look after their families. And I'm feeling that very strongly in the throat chakra. So it's communication between females on the planet that are communicating with each other to help each other to look after their families. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card. I'll show you what they are. Okay, right, so we've got this one. I think we've had this one before. Yes, we have. Be bold and strong, for you are the creator of your own destiny. Look within, you will find everything you need there. Burst forth from your cocoon and fly. The sky is the limit if you follow your heart and your own inner guidance. Listen to what others say, but do not blindly follow their advice. So that's what the elephant is now. It's this energy of you will find everything you need there. So the divine feminine are really strongly calling in there to be bold and strong. They're the same words. Yes, when you are feeling weak in mind, body and soul, be bold and strong. You are the creator of your own destiny. You will find everything you need there, and she will give you the strength that you need. Okay, so it's about your own, finding your own inner elephant, your own inner strength. Okay. I usually put these here as markers, and then I know where the cards are going to be going. Okay, so that's the first. Right, we'll do the fractals. The way this works is I don't say anything, I just show you the image and then you absorb, well, you generate keys and codes from within you that help you. Okay, so that's why I've been told it's an 11 day, because we've got the number 11 here. So this is the twin flame energy. Next. Number 3, number of creation. The 1 and the 1 is a 3, so the twin flame plus the alchemy of the energy. And the last one. Okay, so I'll pull a fairy card because Gloria wanted to come in. The fairies are actually asking for more acknowledgement at this time because they're working really well with Gaia for the lack of pollution on the planet, which is really good. So I'm going to put her there. Okay, and the fairies are also looking after the animals as well, because they all work with each other. Okay, we've got the Chariot, number 7. Seven portals, 7 gateways. I'm going to leave that there for a sec because there's something else that wants to come in with that. And strength. Right, okay, so I get what this is saying. So, again, going back to what I said about the twin flames earlier, we were thundering along in the Chariot, had everything sorted, we knew who we were going for, they were in line to be with us, and then we got this happening on the planet, which you know what I'm talking about, but I don't say it because it triggers something on the YouTube app, on the YouTube algorithms, sorry. So that thing happened, so we had to reroute everything. So that's what this is all about. It's about a rerouting of the timeline. Okay, so we're not necessarily thundering towards it now, we're going at a slower pace. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. So that's about still holding the divine masculine feminine energy within yourself, but knowing that the 8th house is working towards this. You have the strength to hold this energy, to wait for the twin flame energy to come to its full fruition. So if you've had this, which I got this energy of you weren't sure what was happening and it was all on track and it's all been put back a bit, sorry I'm just looking for something, then what that is saying is yes, you were correct. There has been a rerouting of the timeline, but it's still the same outcome, but it's just going to be a slightly different route to take because of the I'm just looking what number the moon is in the tarot card deck because I don't use them in the traditional way. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, that's why I'm looking. Number 18, so it's a 9. So it's the end of a cycle. So it's the end of that timeline and we're moving into the new stuff. But we've just got to wait. There's some kind of waiting period now. This illusionary timeline that we were on for these twin flames has been rerouted and is being, the protocol has been rerouted and changed so that we get the authentic meetings of the twin flames. Right, let's just see what the crystals have got to say on this. Red Jasper, nurturing, so stand safe and secure in your base chakra. It's all working out perfectly well. The Sagittarius with the red fire, with the red Jasper, that's what this energy is. So we're definitely on track for it. We just need to hold the light because something's happening. Okay, right, so can I have more clarity on that, please? Right, I'm going to pull an Akashic Tarot, because that will give me a bit of clarity on what's happening. I mean, I really do feel that it is that there's been some kind of rerouting going on, but let's just see. Right, so 2 wanted to come out. Oh, okay, right. So 2 wands came out, which is the 11, which is the twin flame energies, you know. The Architect and the Akashic Field. So it's exactly what I've said. So this, we were on course for these unions, and this Akashic Field, the timelines have been collapsed and repositioned within the divine light inner matrix. Okay, so what was going to happen, and this is through the throat chakra and the third eye as well. So we're now building these new timelines that are more in line with this energy, this seventh heaven energy. Okay, so patience is a virtue. We're asking to be patient at this time. Let's pull a star seed, and then I'm going to do the Ascended Masters. Yeah, they're asking for patience. The dragons are here, which I'm going to pull the dragon cards in a sec. 6 of Flames. So that indicates to me June time in terms of timelines. It'll be June now, around about June time. But we've got this number of action, and this is you. So this is holding your divine masculine feminine energy balanced within yourself, shining your inner light, and standing in your sovereignty. Okay, right. I'm going to do the Ascended Masters, and then I'll do the dragon card. Okay. Put that there. Because I know a lot of starlights have been really, okay, Odin's going there, really were on course for this. And we got sidetracked a little bit with it, so we were wondering what's happening. Right, okay, 2 more, but definitely the message is coming out loud and clear that that's what was happening through the timeline. Right, okay, so let's start with Soul Flame. So Radha is just what's the word I'm looking for? It's just confirming everything that I've just said. Soul Flame energy. So this is you standing in your Soul Flame energy, the number of action, and then this is you. So she's saying hold steady. It's all been orchestrated for a reason. Whoever you were pairing up with, have faith, and faith is Archangel Michael's twin counterpart. So he's here to say trust that it's happening. And interestingly, the lapis has come back, so it's coming through the throat chakra, the communication. How this is going to work, because red has got the same colour as well, how this is going to work is through, a lot of it is being done through telepathy now. And we're just starting to develop that skill more as the starseed, starlights, light workers. So that will be interesting, to say the least. Mother Mary is coming in on the red ray, and obviously her twin flame counterpart was Yeshua. So she's coming in on the red Jasper base chakra timeline as well. So saying all starseeds are being called to balance out their base chakra. There could be some imbalance in there around safety and security. And because they wanted the highest potential of twin flames to be united with each other through the 8th house, through these okay, Mary, so she's showing me the Vesica Pisces, which is one of her symbols. So because they want that energy, we wanted that energy, there was a suspended animation that we agreed to bring in our highest, I don't like using the word highest, but can't find another word, to use our most positive polarity timeline. Okay, and again, I said that it's being done through the third eye, and which is this one. So Odin is the architect of this, helping with it, and then we've got the Akashic field with Archangel Michael. So through the throat chakra as well. Okay. Right, Diana's an interesting one. So again, she's very strong in her energy, so she's pulling in the 8 of the strength of the elephant as well. But she's saying, think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. So again, these timelines are, it can be disappointing, I understand that, because I've been waiting a long time for this union. But that isn't to say that in other timelines and parallel universes it's not already, it will have already happened. It's just because we're in a 3D matrix, everything takes longer to physically manifest. But she is saying that is where the Andoras come in. Sorry, I don't know, I've written it down now, but she's saying that's where the Andoras come in. There it is. So this Andorra energy is focused intention, so you could use your Andoras to take a peek into the timeline, is what Odin is saying, because that's the same colour. So help, ask for assistance if you want to do that. Okay, right, let's pull in the, I'm going to do some more Ascended Masters, because they're really strong on the planet at the minute again. I'm going to pull Diana Cooper ones. Okay, let's see who we get. Okay, Sirius, number 17, so that's number 8 as well. So a lot of your Sirian starseed galactic timeline will be around you if you ask them to help with this twin flame recalibration is what they're, sorry, I just need to read this, is what they're calling it. It's a recalibration. It can be done through dream time as well, and sacred geometry. I'm being really drawn to sacred geometry at the minute. There's some work going on there, but I'm not sure what it is yet. I am open to the higher wisdom of Sirius. Okay, so they're here to help with this rerouting of the timeline. Let's see who else we get. I'm going to pull 3 from this one. Hilarion, number 10. So number 10 is the masculine and feminine, divine masculine and feminine within you. So I open myself to the wisdom and guidance of my divine masculine feminine within me. That's what that will be. This is the Temple of Truth. I'm not as familiar with these. The orange 5th ray of technology, science, truth and knowledge. So again, the technology will be the sacred geometry. So the sacred geometry will come from the divine inner light matrix within you. So you can call on Metatron to help you with that. Okay. And then finally, the Intergalactic Council, that's number 11. So again, you can call on them for help. I visit the Intergalactic Council today. They make decisions for the highest good of this universe. The council includes all of these ascended masters. Saying or thinking their names raises your frequency. Marco, Hilarion, Jesus, Ashtar, Katumi, Elmoya, Paul the Venetian, Saint Germain, Kuan Yin, Lady Nada, Serapis Bay and Lord Maitreya. Recognize you are a multidimensional being, connect with your deepest wisdom and focus on the well-being of the universe. Asked to be taken to the Intergalactic Council in meditation or sleep to serve the universe. This will expand your consciousness. Now that's where I have a slightly different take on things. I believe, I know within myself, my consciousness is already expanded to its full capacity. I'm just trying to descend all of the everything that I am into this physical vessel. So I don't believe in ascension. For me it's descension of all this amazing energy and bringing it out because it's already in there. But if you feel called to do that, because that's the 11 flame again. Okay. Right, we'll pull the angels, the archangels, and then Metatron wants to come in and make an appearance, and the dragons as well. Okay. Right, so who have we got? So we've got Jophiel, joy, beautiful. So what Jophiel is saying, focus on your highest energy within the divine masculine and feminine within yourself. She knows it's disappointing that this union hasn't happened yet. But again, this is you sitting in your own divine masculine feminine through the solar sun gateway. Call on the dolphins. Dolphins are amazing. Twin flame energies also. Right, okay, so they show me that because I mentioned telepathy. So these more evolved timelines for the twin flames, we are connecting through telepathy and sonar sound energy, which is a completely different energy than what we would have had a few weeks ago had we connected. Okay, so we've been upgraded. We've all been upgraded. Sandalphon. So if you look at this, these are all the chakras, and again we've got that solar sun gateway. So Jophiel is saying, work on yourself, hold the light and work on yourself. It's happening. It's just not in the way that was anticipated, because there was potential there for these twin flame unions to be of a much elevated state, and that's what we're getting the beginnings with Shamael. So this is you going through into this. So Odin's saying again, come through the third eye with this energy. If we look at the colours, and Diana's saying focused intention, but you have the key to do this. You're the architect of it. Okay, so you're building this timeline of this elevated twin flame energy. Okay, right. I'm making it. Usually when I make a space, there's something coming in. Dragons, that's who's coming in. Let's set that next. So we've got the dragon energy. Oh, I didn't show you the crystal. Look. They're the crystals. Okay. Alright, let's see what dragon has to say. Right, okay, I need another one. Right, that's better, thank you. Right, so Eli's here. He's the aspect, my dragon aspect of me. This is an Andromedan. He's an Andromedan one. And Dusky Pink Andromedan card came out. So thank you to Eli for bringing that forward. So what what the dusky pink energy is saying, if I get a Sandalphon here. So prepare all your chakras to embody higher love, accept and radiate higher love, touch others with its flames. So again, this is the chakras, and as I said, we're being realigned with this elevated energy for these twin flames to come together, and this Andromedan pink energy will be merged with I'm not sure yet, I'll pull a card in a sec to find that out. So the earth and fire dragons are working with you to clear the fifth dimensional ley lines. So these ley lines and timelines are within us that are being cleared. Time for service, when you give, you receive. So it's all about sitting in our own divine masculine feminine energy. And we've got these twin flames here. Okay. And that's the same colour as well. So you can call on the earth and fire dragons to clear anything within you. It's actually quite exciting because it wasn't on the timelines, but the time that we're in now, everything's being shifted, upgraded. It's an amazing time to be on the planet. But as I said in previous videos, I've been on my own for 9 years now. So I was really looking forward to the union. So let's see where we are with that. Yeah, so where do you need to establish better boundaries? So that's what part of this timeline was about. Basically, we weren't settling for anything less. So anything less than the most elevated state that we could achieve. So again, look at these chakras. They are being cleansed. So it would have been a twin flame energy that possibly wasn't... there was something more elevated. And once you're in a twin flame union... you want to get the best out of it. So trust the niggle. What is the niggle trying to tell you? So again, this was about the timeline we were on and the twin flame unions we were coming into was this colour. And now, because we've all been elevated through our divine masculine and feminine coming together within us, we're now getting this. So if you felt, and we're going back to the moon now, which is this false construct. So if you felt like you had met your twin flame, and there's this fiery energy of charisma, and they were the one. I know there isn't the one, but you are the one. But I'm just trying to navigate the 5D through the 3D language. But if you felt like you had found that person, and then there was this niggle saying, this isn't it, that's not it. That's because you were completing a timeline cycle whereby you were going to get something more elevated. So it was actually for the good, although we don't always necessarily see it as that when it's happening. Right, I think I've got through those quite quickly actually. I'm going to pull Metatron and the numbers now. I really wasn't expecting to do a twin flame reading because it's not a twin flame day as the way that I work with numbers, but obviously it was quite important. Right, so Akashic Records, evaluation and review. So what Metatron is saying, tap into your Akashic Records. This is number 3 energy again of creativity. So you might want to do a meditation. Go into the timeline of what was the twin flame energy and see what's been rerouted there. Okay. I Oh, and the Andoras are saying they will help you with that. If you haven't got a physical Andorra, you can use an etheric one. Just tap into the energy of the Andorra crystal. Okay. Oh gosh, that's absolutely fallen on the floor. One sec. Right, so that's number 9, Mother Earth, grounding and support. And interesting, that card just literally flew. So some of us aren't grounded, need to ground this energy down. And the reason why we're living in our upper chakras is because we're really disappointed that the union hasn't happened. But just ground that energy in, settle into your divine masculine and feminine within you and go with the flow, is Metatron saying. Okay, so just as before I do the numbers, anybody that does understand some part of sacred geometry will know that 369 is a really significant number for manifestation and through the positive polarity timelines. So you may want to look at the sacred geometry when you're going into the Akashic record, when you're going into your Akashic record. Okay, right, so I'm going to I'll do the numbers, and then Metatron, just as he has been doing lately, wants to come in with the last card. I'll do the numbers first. Just need one more. Yeah, okay, right. Right, so regarding the Akashic record, there's some shadow work to be done around creativity within the trinity of the three, divine masculine, feminine, and the result of what that brings. So look if there's any shadow energy within the Akashic records for the timelines. That's the first thing. Second thing Metatron wants to say, and I've said this on every video virtually, we've got the numbers again. So there will be protocols with the numbers when you get them. Look at what you're doing, what's happening there. So we've got Ace 2 3, and we've also got 10 Jack Queen as well. So the sequence of numbers, and they are in threes. So again, look at the timeline in your Akashic record for the 3. Ask Metatron to help you. Okay, right, so these two, so there was this card normally signifies earthquake, but it doesn't have to be literal, it can be within you. So there's been a shake-up of energy, and you possibly are feeling that disappointment. But again, go to the divine masculine and feminine within you, Metatron is saying. You know, there's still more shadow work to be done for all of us, and I include myself in that. Okay, these two, 23. So there's an initiation going on. 23 is a number of initiation through the heart portal, the heart chakra. There could be shadow work to be done around abundance as well. So what Metatron is saying is, again, humans do get disappointed when things don't work out, and there's a lot of sorry, I'm just being guided to... Right. If we look at these three, that's the number 23 again. And if we look at these two, that's the number 23 again. So what Metatron is saying, that's a triple 23. So that's a triple initiation of, so you, within you is going on an initiation of your divine masculine, an initiation of your divine feminine, and the culmination of that is the initiation of the new energy that you are emanating. Okay, but what Metatron is saying is make sure that you do your shadow work through that, because you've asked for this. You've asked for this elevated state of these twin flame timelines to be built. The architect's coming in and building these new timelines. Okay. Right, so let's Metatron. I'm asking for some more positive polarity news. As I said, June, I'm feeling June this year. Tell me about the suspended animation. Oh, right, okay. Right, so this is number 9, end of a cycle. This came out the other day. The shadow work is about the inner child. And I've said this before, your divine masculine and feminine within you stands in your divine inner crystalline matrix and is perfectly balanced and is all-encompassing. So if there's any neediness within you now of I need this twin flame, not that you want to just join in positive polarity with that energy, then look at that. That's what the shadow work is. You know, this elevation is beautiful. But you don't want any of this, shadow energy to be in there, negative polarity energy to be in there. Okay, so I hope this has been useful, and I will speak to you next time. Bye.